Young and Restless next 2 weeks June 16th to 27th. Lily shock, Dumas revealed and deadly twist. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day before we begin the video. Please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. Young and the Restless 2-week spoilers for June 16th to 27th, 2025. See Lily Winters, Crystal Khalil, is stunned as Dumas is unmasked and somebody is going to die. Young and the Restless spoilers, Sharon's paranoia and Victor's gaslighting on the Dumas train. On Monday, June 16th, Sharon Newman, Sharon Case, is appreciating the fancy eats and drinks on the private train car, but she's a little paranoid about poisoning thanks to some of that PTSD from her captivity with Crazy Martin. Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, however, is not worried and he digs in and is having himself a fine old time. He's got no skin in the game, he's just enjoying the trip. Also on that train car are Victor Newman, Eric Braden, Nikki Newman, Melody Thomas Scott, Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson, and Sally Spectra, Courtney Hope. And of course, that private rail car is heading across France to the Dumas Chateau. It looks like Audra Charles, Zuleika Silver, Diane Jenkins, Susan Walters, Jack Abbott, Peter Bergman, Kyle Abbott, Michael Mueller, Lily Winters, Crystal Khalil, Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, Damian Kane, Jermaine Rivers, Devin Hamilton, Brighton James, and Abby Newman, Melissa Ordway, are not with them, at least not in any of the PR shots we've seen. On the train, Dumas left a card that says to relax and quote, "Wait and hope." And that is a quote from French author Alexandre Dumas, who wrote Count of Monte Cristo. And it feels like Josh Griffith pulled out his, senior thesis or something on this author and decided to just write a plot about it. I don't know. It's very literary. We'll see if it pays off. Victor gaslights everybody on the train, saying he knows who Dumas is, but he doesn't really. Sally stands by her man as Billy and Victor diss each other. They assume they're being brought in separate groups to divide and conquer, possibly to weaken. Dumas, meanwhile, is watching all of them on the train via a hidden camera while he lurks in his lair like a Bond villain. Young and the Restless spoilers, Adam and Chelsea's defiance, love and career risks in Genoa City. Adam Newman, Mark Grossman, and Chelsea Lawson Newman, Melissa Claire Egan, back in Genoa City discuss that Victor Newman is going to freak over Adam delaying the hit piece on Billy. And then after some noodling on it, Adam decides quite boldly, he's done. He's not going to be his dad's attack dog. He will not run the smear campaign on Billy at all, which absolutely thrills Chelsea when Adam says he is willing to face Victor's wrath. She's so worked up and gaga about it that she tells Adam she loves him again. If you're a Chatham fan, soak it up. If you're not, sorry. Nate and Holden's tensions rise. Betrayal and career conflicts unfold on Young and the Restless spoilers. Nate Hastings, Sean Dominic, and Holden Novak, Nathan Owens, are poking and prodding at each other back in Genoa City. He checks in with Audra for an update on the trip and then tells Holden, "You know what? Now that you're fired, you should go back to LA." So, we got Holden fussing about Damian Kane's Jermaine Rivers, betrayal and how he doesn't want a job at Winters out of pity. And then Holden starts taunting Nate about his own past with Audra until Nate has had just about enough. And he walks away pretty much unbothered after he gets an update from gal pal Audra that she arrived in France just fine. Everybody makes it there on Young and the Restless. Okay, we'll see if everybody makes it home because of some spoilers that we got. Young and the Restless spoilers, hedge maze challenges and sneaky plans at Dumas Chateau. Tuesday, June 17th, there is a hedge maze obstacle before the guests are allowed into Dumas Chateau, or at least for some guests. We know for sure playing the maze game are Phyllis and Nick and Sharon. Also, Sally and Billy, Jack and Diane and Kyle and Audra. These are all the maze runners that we've seen from the Tuesday episode. And with the obstacle complete clever, Phyllis makes herself at home in Dumas' big old mansion as she sits and ruminates on her sneaky grand plan to get what she wants from the mystery man. Billy and Sally make it through the maze and Billy kicks off his own plan that he's cooking up about Dumas. He wants to take down Victor and get Chancellor back. Family drama and secrets. Daniel's advice, Tessa's demands, and Adam and Chelsea's naughtiness. Wednesday, June 18th, Danny Romalotti, Michael Damian, has some advice for his son Daniel Romalotti, Michael Graziade. It could be about his music, his grief over Heather Stevens' Veil Bloom, horrible murder, about how Tessa Porter, Kate Fairbanks, is helping him, or hot topic about his nutty mom, Phyllis, on which she is plotting. Tessa has had enough, and she demands answers from Mariah Copeland, Cameron Grimes. We know Tess is worried, but Mariah is sitting on a big secret about a night of drinking with some random old dude and something really bad that happened that night. Plus, Adam and Chelsea get naughty at the office, which is one more thing won't appreciate it. They might as well enjoy it while they can, because they may be on the unemployment line soon enough. Young and the Restless spoilers, Audra's web and Lily's quest for answers, alliances and romantic history. Thursday, June 19th. Audra's plan starts off well, and Kyle apparently falls into her web, but his parents are on high alert and Jack and Diane know to keep an eye on Audra. So, we'll see if they shut it down and save Kyle's bacon. Victor clearly would aid and bet whatever Audra has going on since she's doing it on his orders. Jack is second-guessing delaying their honeymoon to Dole at the Dumas Chateau. He and Diane discuss taking off, but then things take a turn and they just can't leave. Lily is more than ready for answers. And again, where we're at, all signs are still pointing to Kane. There are not a lot of men in her past, unless they're going to invent somebody. But, she's been with Kane since she was like 18? And before that, she was with Daniel. Lily's entire romantic history. We've seen it play out on screen. Unless they're going to violate history. There's a limited pool of candidates when it comes to people with Lily. Dumas unveiling and Amanda's link, shocking revelations and party fallout. So, there's also the interest in Chancellor, the issues with Billy and Victor, the kind of apathy where Adam is concerned, the working relationship with the Abbotts wanting to protect the winners, just a lot of red flags. Friday, June 20th, we finally find out about Dumas. So, we're going to be seeing him during the week, but on Friday, he's going to unveil himself to the party guest, and of course, we'll get his real name, unless they're going to play the plastic surgery card or something. There's also a huge scene coming between Dumas and Lily, where she is really going off on him. And Billy Flynn also confirmed that some of his first scenes were with Eric Braeden. So, lots of Duma versus Victor action ahead. The party guests are all stunned. And who it was is not somebody that was on their bingo card. Most people had was Tucker McCall, Trevor St. John, which we initially wondered if it could be him, but then pretty quickly we were like, no, it just doesn't line up. Plus, Amanda Sinclair's Miss Hale Morgan, linked to Dumas, is exposed. It would kind of be bizarre if they were married or something, right? Reeling from the reveal. Chaos, alliances, and a looming murder mystery. June 23rd through the 27th. The party guests are reeling from the Dumas identity reveal the prior Friday. Everyone is stunned and confused. Kyle is on the verge of being in big trouble with Claire Grace Newman, Haley Aaron, if Audra and Victor's plan succeeds. And it is looking pretty good. But you know what? Even if Audra makes Kyle look bad, if the Abbotts figure out Victor's behind it, Claire may make her granddad pay with Victoria Newman, Amelia Heinley, joining in, and won't hold it against Kyle. And as for that contract he signed with Victor, it's nonsense. The Dumas reveal leaves Lily, Devin, and Abby wondering why this is happening and what the endgame plan is with all this. Damien's very confused as well. Victor's going to be lashing out. Amanda is facing fallout with the Winters, but she may not care too much as long as Phyllis isn't furious. Adam waits and worries about the fallout coming his way for disobeying Victor. Nikki cannot rein in her husband, and Nick and Sharon get closer as chaos ensues, and very soon the murder mystery begins. But who dies? Will it be Damien? Or maybe Carter? Will it be some glorified extra, like a housemaid? We'll know soon. The Young and the Restless is gearing up for 2 explosive weeks from June 16th to June 27th, and Genoa City will never be the same again after the shocks, revelations, and deadly twists that are set to unfold. Viewers should prepare themselves for unexpected betrayals, emotional confrontations, and a mystery that will leave everyone talking. From Lily Winters facing a jaw-dropping discovery to the long-awaited reveal of the elusive Dumas connection and a dangerous turn that could end in tragedy, the drama is reaching new heights on YNR. Lily Winters has always been a woman of strength, intelligence, and determination, but the next 2 weeks will test her like never before. She's been working hard to rebuild her life and her position at Chancellor Winters after personal heartbreak and professional challenges, but a shocking revelation will throw everything off balance. Lily will stumble upon information that not only shakes her personal world, but also has ripple effects throughout the corporate landscape of Genoa City. This shocking turn is something no one saw coming, and it could alter alliances in ways that leave power players scrambling to secure their positions. Lily's reaction will be emotional and fierce as she confronts the people involved, and the fallout will be massive. Meanwhile, whispers of Dumas have been circulating for months, with cryptic references and shadowy figures leaving fans guessing about who or what Dumas truly is. That mystery is finally coming to a head between June 16th and June 27th as the pieces start falling into place. Clues hidden in business dealings, secret partnerships, and unusual transactions will lead several characters toward a stunning revelation. When the identity and true motives behind Dumas are finally exposed, it will send shockwaves through Genoa City's elite. Longtime viewers will be rewarded with a twist that connects past storylines to the present in a way that no one could have predicted. Expect high-stakes confrontations, intense boardroom drama, and desperate attempts to cover tracks as the Dumas story explodes into the open. While business secrets and corporate intrigue take center stage, romance and personal betrayals are also heating up. Couples will be tested, loyalties will be questioned, and some relationships might not survive the next 2 weeks intact. Tensions between former lovers will resurface, unexpected connections will form, and at least one Genoa City resident will find themselves caught between love and ambition. As secrets spill out, hearts will break, and the emotional intensity will reach a boiling point. Adding even more danger to the mix is a deadly twist that no one sees coming. Just when several characters think they have everything under control, a shocking incident will occur that could end in tragedy. Rumors are swirling about an attack, a mysterious disappearance, or a deadly confrontation that will leave one character fighting for their life. The suspense will build slowly, with subtle hints and ominous warnings scattered throughout the episodes leading up to the event. By the time the deadly twist plays out, the entire town will be reeling, and the investigation into what really happened will open up new storylines that carry well into the summer. Victor Newman will also have a key role in the coming weeks as he uses his power and influence to manipulate events to his advantage. He's always been one step ahead, but even Victor may be surprised by the unexpected consequences of his actions this time. His family will be caught in the crossfire as business maneuvers collide with personal loyalties, leading to heated confrontations that could change the Newman family dynamic in unexpected ways. Nikki will be there to offer guidance, but whether Victor listens is another story. On the Abbott side, Jack will face difficult choices as he tries to protect his family and the Jabot legacy. Diane's presence will continue to stir tension, and Ashley's involvement in the unfolding corporate battles may bring old sibling rivalries back to the surface. The Abbotts will need to present a united front to survive the chaos, but long-buried resentments could threaten to tear them apart at the worst possible time. Devon and Abby will also find themselves pulled into the drama as Lily's shocking discovery impacts their lives as well. Devon's loyalty to family will be tested as he navigates the fallout of the Chancellor Winters bombshell, and Abby will be there to support him while dealing with her own uncertainties. Their relationship will face pressure from external forces, and the decisions they make in the coming weeks could shape their future together. Elsewhere, Chancellor will be drawn deeper into the unfolding mystery as law enforcement becomes involved in the deadly twist. His skills as an investigator will be put to the test, and he'll find himself piecing together clues that lead to some surprising suspects. Chance's personal feelings could complicate his ability to remain objective, and his involvement will place him in a position where his professional duties clash with his emotional ties to certain Genoa City residents. Fans can expect major cliffhangers at the end of each week, with Friday episodes leaving viewers on the edge of their seats. The writers are clearly setting up a summer of high drama, intense rivalries, and shocking betrayals. With Lily's life-changing discovery, the explosive Dumas reveal, and a deadly twist that could claim a life, these 2 weeks will be unforgettable for young and the restless viewers. As June progresses, alliances will shift, enemies will emerge, and some characters will find themselves facing consequences they never imagined. Lily's story will be at the heart of much of the drama, and her strength will be tested like never before. Will she rise above the chaos, or will this latest shock send her down a path that changes revelation her forever? Will set off a chain reaction that impacts nearly every major family in Genoa City, and the deadly twist will ensure that no one comes out unscathed. The next 2 weeks will be a turning point for the show, setting up major arcs that will play out through the rest of the summer and beyond. Longtime viewers and new fans alike will be glued to their screens as secrets unravel, alliances crumble, and danger lurks around every corner. With betrayal, heartbreak, and shocking twists in abundance, The Young and the Restless is proving once again why it remains daytime's most compelling drama. As the tension builds in Genoa City, the atmosphere becomes electric with anticipation. Lily's shocking discovery sends ripples through the town, but the real storm is yet to hit. In the days that follow, her every move will be scrutinized by both allies and enemies. At Chancellor Winter's, boardroom whispers grow louder as people try to figure out what she knows and how she plans to use the information. Some will attempt to align with her for protection, while others may plot behind her back to secure their own survival. Lily has always been a calculated decision-maker, but this time the stakes are higher than ever, and one wrong move could shift the power balance entirely. Her shock quickly evolves into determination as she begins strategizing how to turn this explosive revelation into leverage. Meanwhile, the Dumas mystery hits a fever pitch. Suspicious financial trails, secret meetings, and veiled threats all point towards something much bigger than anyone anticipated. When a key document falls into the wrong hands, the identity behind Dumas begins to emerge. Longtime viewers will be stunned as the reveal ties back to a familiar face with a complicated history in Genoa City. This revelation won't just be about business. It will unearth old grudges and expose hidden agendas that have been simmering for months. As the truth spreads, alliances crumble. People who once trusted each other begin questioning every motive, and old rivalries reignite with a fresh intensity. The deadly twist is also inching closer with each passing day. Subtle warning signs appear in conversations, tense encounters, and unexpected coincidences. One character becomes increasingly paranoid, sensing danger lurking around the corner, but their concerns are brushed off until it's too late. As the situation escalates, a single misstep will set off a chain of events that spirals into disaster. A late-night confrontation, a sudden betrayal, or perhaps an orchestrated act of vengeance will leave one Genoa City resident in grave danger. Emergency sirens, frantic phone calls, and desperate attempts to piece together what happened will dominate the final days of this 2-week stretch. Victor Newman, ever the mastermind, continues to maneuver behind the scenes. He's convinced that he can outsmart everyone, but the Dumas situation may be more complex than even he anticipated. His efforts to consolidate power within the Newman family lead to heated arguments with Victoria, Nick, and Adam. Each Newman child has their own vision of how to handle the storm brewing over Genoa City, and their disagreements create cracks in the family foundation. Nikki tries to keep the peace, but Victor's insistence on controlling every situation could backfire spectacularly. When the Dumas reveal connects to a player Victor underestimated, his empire might face a challenge unlike any he's seen before. Jack Abbott also finds himself pulled deeper into the chaos. As the head of Dabo, Jack must navigate treacherous waters to protect his company and his family. Diane's involvement raises questions about her loyalty, while Ashley's skepticism fuels family discord. Billy, ever unpredictable, may make a move that throws the Abbotts into even greater turmoil. The pressure mounts as Jack realizes that the battle ahead isn't just about business, it's about legacy, trust, and survival. The Abbott family's ability to stand united will determine whether they come out stronger or fractured beyond repair. Devon's role in these 2 weeks becomes increasingly significant. His loyalty to Lily is unwavering, but the fallout from her shocking discovery forces him to make difficult choices. Devon is torn between protecting the company's interests and standing by his sister as powerful forces close in. Abby offers emotional support, But even their relationship faces new challenges as external pressures mount. The couple will have to rely on their bond to weather the storms ahead, but the path won't be easy. Chancellor's investigation into the deadly twist becomes a pivotal storyline. As evidence begins to surface, Chance uncovers connections that no one could have predicted. His sharp instincts lead him to a trail that links back to the Dumas mystery, suggesting that the deadly incident might not be random at all. Chance's commitment to justice places him in a dangerous position as he edges closer to the truth. He must navigate a fine line between his duty as a cop and his personal relationships with several key players in Genoa City. The more he uncovers, the more he realizes how deep the deception runs. Elsewhere, romantic entanglements intensify. Couples face betrayal, misunderstandings, and unexpected emotional confessions. One couple might face a heartbreaking separation as trust issues come to light. Another duo finds themselves growing closer under surprising circumstances, setting the stage for new love stories to blossom amid chaos. At the same time, an old flame might reemerge, stirring up unresolved feelings that could complicate everything. Genoa City thrives on passion and secrets, and these next 2 weeks will deliver both in abundance. The cliffhangers will keep fans talking long after the episodes air. Just when it seems like the dust might settle, another revelation drops, sending the story spinning in a new direction. By June 27th, several characters' lives will be completely transformed. Lily's discovery will reshape corporate alliances, the Dumas reveal will set off a power struggle, and the deadly twist will leave everyone questioning who they can trust. The tone will shift from intrigue to outright suspense as summer storylines ignite. As Genoa City reels from mounting secrets and impending danger, individual characters begin to face the consequences of their choices in ways they never anticipated. Lily Winters stands at the center of it all, not only because of her shocking discovery but also because of the emotional weight it carries. She's forced to confront the reality that someone close to her may have been hiding devastating secrets. The emotional toll is immense, but Lily refuses to be a victim. Her strength, sharpened by past heartbreaks, fuels her determination to fight back. In boardrooms and behind closed doors, she becomes a force to be reckoned with. However, the more she digs, the more dangerous the game becomes. Whispers about Dumas, secret deals, and alliances formed in the shadows place her in the crosshairs of people who will do anything to protect their power. Devon, ever loyal to his sister, steps up in a big way. He's always been the calm, steady presence, but these 2 weeks push him to the limit. When Lily confides in him about the full scope of what she's uncovered, Devon realizes that the danger isn't just professional, it's personal. He begins strategizing behind the scenes to protect both Lily and their family's legacy. Abby watches with concern as Devon becomes increasingly consumed by the unfolding drama. Their romantic connection faces new tests as trust, loyalty, and priorities collide. Abby tries to offer him balance and reassurance, but she too senses that something dark is looming over Genoa City. Meanwhile, the identity of Dumas continues to unravel in layers. Clues emerge in unexpected places: cryptic messages, secret bank accounts, overheard conversations. A well-timed confrontation forces someone to slip up, revealing a crucial piece of the puzzle. What once seemed like a distant, mysterious name now becomes terrifyingly real as the true mastermind begins to step into the light. This revelation won't just affect business, it will expose personal betrayals that hit close to home. The shocking connection between Dumas and one of Genoa City's powerful families will send tremors through boardrooms, living rooms, and every relationship tied to the secret. Victor Newman remains vigilant, watching the chaos unfold while plotting his own countermoves. He senses that the Dumas situation threatens the Newman empire in ways even he didn't anticipate. His attempts to keep control of the narrative bring him into conflict with Victoria, Nick, and Adam. Each of his children has their own agenda, and the family's inability to unite becomes a weakness that others may exploit. Victoria pushes back against Victor's iron grip, Adam uses the chaos to further his ambitions, and Nick struggles to keep the family grounded. Nikki stands in the middle, trying to prevent the family from imploding. As the Dumas truth comes closer to the surface, the Newmans may find themselves facing an enemy that thrives on their divisions. On the Abbott side, the situation is equally volatile. Jack's instinct to protect Jabot and his family is strong, but cracks are forming. Diane's motives are questioned yet again. Ashley grows increasingly suspicious of the players involved, and Billy's unpredictable behavior adds fuel to the fire. Billy may stumble upon a key piece of information related to Dumas, but whether he uses it wisely or recklessly remains to be seen. The Abbott family's unity will be tested as outside forces circle, like sharks sensing blood. Romance across Genoa City becomes a battlefield of emotions during these 2 weeks. A couple that seemed unshakable begins to fracture as secrets come to light. Another pair finds themselves pulled together by shared danger, creating unexpected sparks. One longtime resident faces a choice between rekindling a past love or pursuing a new future, leading to emotional scenes that will leave fans divided. Trust is a rare commodity in Genoa City, and love is often tangled with ambition and secrets. These next 2 weeks will bring both heartbreak and passion in equal measure. As the deadly twist inches closer, suspicion spreads like wildfire. Chancellor's investigation begins to narrow down potential suspects, but each clue raises more questions than answers. One suspect's alibi starts to crumble, while another character behaves increasingly erratically under pressure. Chance's instincts tell him that this is no accident. Someone is pulling the strings, and the victim may have been targeted for a very specific reason. The investigation brings him face to face with powerful figures who will do anything to keep their secrets buried. Ominous events foreshadow the tragedy ahead. A tense argument overheard in a quiet corner, a mysterious figure lurking in the shadows, a threatening message slipped under a door. These moments build an atmosphere of dread. By the time the deadly twist plays out, the entire town will be buzzing with fear, suspicion, and desperation. When the shocking incident occurs, sirens echo through Genoa City as paramedics rush to save a life. Family members gather in waiting rooms, praying for good news. Detectives swarm the scene, collecting evidence and piecing together a timeline. And somewhere, the person responsible watches as their plan unfolds. The cliffhangers at the end of this 2-week period will be some of the most jaw-dropping of the year. Lily's world will be forever changed by the Dumas revelation. Alliances will shatter under pressure, and the deadly twist will leave at least one character fighting for their life. Genoa City will be thrown into chaos, setting the stage for a summer of explosive storylines, shocking betrayals, and emotional upheaval. The aftermath of Lily's discovery, the Dumas reveal, and the deadly twist sets Genoa City ablaze with new rivalries, fractured relationships, and desperate power plays. In the days following the shocking events, the balance of power in the city begins to shift dramatically. Lily Winters emerges from the chaos more determined than ever, but the weight of her revelation comes with dangerous consequences. She knows that she's stepped into a world where information is power, and power can be deadly. As whispers spread and loyalties fracture, Lily must decide who she can truly trust moving forward. Her next moves will determine not only her future, but also the fate of Chancellor Winters. Devon finds himself taking on a more assertive role, determined to protect his sister and their legacy. His calm exterior begins to crack as the pressure intensifies. In private, he and Lily strategize late into the night, piecing together how the Dumas revelation fits into the larger puzzle. Devon is no stranger to corporate warfare, but this is unlike anything he's faced before. Abby stands by his side, but the emotional toll starts to wear on both of them. Their relationship may face its toughest challenge, yet as external forces threaten to pull them in different directions. The Dumas reveal continues to reverberate through every corner of Genoa City. What began as a shadowy mystery has now exploded into a full-blown crisis that touches the Newmans, the Abbotts, and the Chancellor Winters empire. Shockwaves ripple through boardrooms and family gatherings alike. The identity behind Dumas isn't just shocking, it's personal. Old grudges resurface, alliances that once seemed unbreakable begin to splinter, and unexpected players step into the spotlight to claim power for themselves. The fallout will spark a summer of scheming, betrayal, and revenge unlike anything viewers have seen in years. Victor Newman moves swiftly to regain control in the wake of the chaos. He begins making bold moves behind the scenes, consolidating his power and attempting to outmaneuver anyone who dares challenge him. But this time, his family's internal conflicts could be his undoing. Victoria's growing independence, Nick's protective instincts, and Adam's relentless ambition create fissures that outsiders may exploit. Nicky watches with concern as Victor's aggressive tactics risk alienating the very people he's trying to protect. The Newmans may appear strong on the outside, but within their walls, fault lines are forming. Over at the Abbott mansion, tensions continue to simmer. Jack is forced to make hard choices to protect both Jabot and his family's legacy. Diane's role in the unfolding drama becomes more complicated, and Ashley's suspicions push her to investigate on her own. Billy remains unpredictable, his next move unclear as he grapples with the information he's stumbled upon. If Billy chooses to act recklessly, the Abbotts could find themselves in the middle of the Dumas fallout in ways they never expected. Deepen as the deadly twist sends shockwaves through personal lives. Hospital waiting rooms become emotional battlegrounds as loved ones rally around the victim of the shocking incident. Accusations fly, tears are shed, and secrets long buried start to surface in the heightened emotional atmosphere. One couple may find unexpected strength in tragedy, while another relationship could shatter under the weight of guilt and betrayal. Amid the chaos, an old flame's sudden reappearance stirs emotions that complicate everything, setting up romantic storylines that will sizzle throughout the summer. Chance Chancellor's investigation becomes a central thread moving forward. As he follows the evidence, he uncovers a tangled web of deceit that links the deadly twist directly to the Dumas mystery. His relentless pursuit of the truth puts him at odds with powerful figures who will stop at nothing to keep their secrets hidden. The deeper Chance digs, the more dangerous it becomes, not just for him, but for those he cares about. He may soon find himself facing moral dilemmas that challenge both his badge and his heart. Genoa City thrives on secrets, and in the wake of these two explosive weeks, everyone has something to hide. Suspicion hangs in the air like a fog. Every conversation, every glance, every decision seems loaded with hidden meaning. Characters will be forced to pick sides, make impossible choices, and confront the consequences of their past actions. Those who underestimate the stakes will find themselves crushed under the weight of betrayal and ambition. By June 27th, nothing will be the same. Lily's shocking discovery will set a new power structure in motion. The Dumas revelation will ignite a war that spans families and corporations. The deadly twist will leave the town shaken to its core, with lives hanging in the balance and investigators scrambling to uncover the truth. These 2 weeks are not just a series of dramatic moments, they are the launching pad for a summer of unpredictable twists and emotional intensity. As the dust settles, new villains will rise, unlikely alliances will form, and longtime characters will face crossroads that redefine their futures. Betrayal, ambition, passion, and danger will fuel the months ahead. For viewers, it's clear that The Young and the Restless is entering one of its most explosive periods in recent memory. With Lily stepping into the spotlight, the Dumas mystery detonating, and a deadly twist shaking the foundations of Genoa City, fans can expect a relentless wave of drama that keeps them hooked all summer long. As June draws to a close, Genoa City moves into July with the fallout from Lily's shocking discovery, the Dumas exposure, and the deadly twists still rippling through every corner of town. Secrets that were supposed to stay buried are now bubbling to the surface, and the city's most powerful families are struggling to regain control. Tensions that started quietly in corporate offices and whispered conversations are now out in the open, threatening reputations, alliances, and even lives. Lily Winters finds herself in a position she never expected. The shock that once rattled her has evolved into a steely determination to protect her company, her family, and herself. July marks the beginning of Lily playing offense. Instead of reacting to others' schemes, she begins setting traps of her own. Some will underestimate her resolve, but Lily is more than ready to prove that she's not just a player, she's a force. Her strategic moves could shift Genoa City's corporate power structure in ways that leave her rivals scrambling to catch up. Devon becomes her closest confidant and partner in this effort, and together they start quietly identifying who can be trusted and who needs to be cut loose. Their partnership strengthens, but their enemies are watching closely. There's a growing sense that someone is targeting the Winters family from the shadows, and the identity of that person may not stay hidden for long. The Dumas storyline takes on a new dimension in July. Now that the initial reveal has detonated, characters begin to pick apart the web of deceit behind it. Unexpected alliances form between former rivals, united by their shared desire to take down the mastermind. But as with all things in Genoa City, no alliance is without hidden motives. Betrayals lurk just beneath the surface, and a single wrong move could unravel everything. Victor Newman continues to tighten his grip, making moves that surprise even his closest family members. His determination to control the fallout may lead him into direct conflict with Lily, Devon, and even Jack Abbott. Victoria pushes back harder than ever, refusing to be sidelined in the family empire. Adam's next steps remain unpredictable, but whispers around town suggest that he's planning something big, something that could put him at odds with everyone, including Victor. Jack Abbott faces mounting pressure as July unfolds. With Dumas' revelations threatening Jabot's stability and family tensions flaring, Jack must decide whether to stand firm or make risky compromises to protect everything he's built. Diane's role becomes increasingly critical, and Ashley's refusal to trust her could push the Abbott family toward another explosive confrontation. Billy, never one to sit quietly on the sidelines, may make a bold play that shocks everyone. Romantic storylines intensify under the weight of these conflicts. Relationships that survived June's shocks will face new tests in July. Trust becomes more fragile, jealousy bubbles to the surface, and hidden desires begin to complicate already tangled dynamics. One couple might move toward a surprise engagement, while another faces a devastating breakup. An unexpected romantic pairing could emerge from the chaos, catching fans off guard and setting social media buzzing. Meanwhile, the investigation into the deadly twist heats up. Chancellor follows new leads that reveal a shocking conspiracy. The deeper he digs, the more he realizes that the incident was no isolated event. It was part of a larger, calculated plan. As he closes in on the truth, the person responsible grows more desperate, leading to dangerous confrontations that could put more lives at risk. By mid-July, the investigation could blow the entire case wide open, leaving Genoa City reeling once again. As July kicks into high gear, the cracks in Genoa City's most powerful circles widen. Betrayals that were once subtle become undeniable. Whispers in hallways turn into public showdowns. Hidden agendas finally begin to surface, and those who thought they could manipulate the board are now finding themselves being outplayed. Lily Winters becomes the unexpected center of multiple power struggles. Her decision to take a bolder stance at Chancellor Winters earns her both respect and resentment. Some admire her fearless leadership, while others quietly plot to undermine her from within. A surprising betrayal by someone she trusted threatens to derail her carefully laid plans, forcing Lily to rethink her alliances. She won't take the hit lying down. This betrayal ignites a fire in her that propels her into one of her fiercest storylines yet. Devon steps into protective mode as the corporate games grow more ruthless. He knows the stakes have never been higher and begins taking more risks to secure the attention of both allies and enemies, and one misstep could open the door to an all-out power grab from their rivals. Abby remains his emotional anchor, but the chaos around them begins to test their relationship's stability. Victor Newman and Jack Abbott find themselves in each other's orbit more than either man would like. Old grudges and new threats push them toward another classic Newman versus Abbott showdown. But this time, the battlefield isn't just business, it's personal. Dumas's lingering influence forces both men to make high-stakes decisions that could have lasting consequences for their families. Victor's aggressive tactics spark pushback from Victoria, who's determined to carve out her own power base. Adam circles the edges like a wild card, ready to strike when the moment is right. On the Abbott side, internal fissures widen. Diane's every move is scrutinized, Ashley's skepticism turns into open defiance, and Billy's unpredictable behavior creates chaos within the family ranks. Jack struggles to maintain control, but the combination of outside pressure and family infighting threatens to overwhelm even his steady leadership. A dramatic Abbott family confrontation in July could expose secrets that have been simmering for months. Romantic betrayals intensify. A couple once considered solid begins to crumble under the weight of lies. Another pairing faces a shocking outside temptation that threatens to blow their relationship apart. A surprise kiss between two unexpected characters could ignite a brand new love triangle that dominates the summer. Emotions run hot, jealousy flares, and hearts are put on the line. Meanwhile, the deadly twist investigation reaches a critical turning point. Chancellor uncovers a lead that points to someone no one expected. As he digs deeper, he faces obstacles from powerful figures determined to keep the truth buried. The investigation begins to intersect with the Dumas fallout, revealing a sinister thread connecting multiple storylines. Chance finds himself in dangerous territory as he closes in on the truth, putting both his career and personal safety at risk. As the month progresses, Genoa City becomes a boiling pot of tension. Boardroom battles, family feuds, romantic betrayals, and criminal mysteries collide, setting the stage for unforgettable confrontations. By the time July hits its midpoint, rivalries will be sharper, secrets heavier, and the path forward more treacherous than ever. As the dust begins to settle from the shocking revelations of late June, Genoa City is anything but calm. Lily's world continues to tilt off its axis as she processes the shocking truth surrounding Dumas, but just when she thinks she's grasped the full picture, a hidden layer of deception surfaces. Whispers spread that the Dumas mystery has ties reaching much deeper than anyone expected, links that could shake both Chancellor Winters and Newman Enterprises. Devon's attempts to protect Lily only raise more questions, and a dangerous game of corporate chess takes center stage. Meanwhile, Nikki finds herself caught in the middle of a power struggle that threatens to revive old rivalries she thought were buried for good. Across town, Claire and Victoria brace for an unexpected visitor whose arrival could rewrite everything they've built over the past months. As questions swirl about Claire's future, Cole steps into a pivotal role, determined to keep their fragile family intact. But not everyone welcomes this reunion. Someone lurking in the shadows sees Claire's presence as a threat that must be eliminated. Elsewhere, Adam faces mounting pressure as Victor starts putting together the puzzle pieces. A cryptic clue left behind in the aftermath of the Dumas revelation points directly to an unlikely suspect, throwing the Newman family into chaos. Nick is torn between loyalty and suspicion, while Sally senses trouble brewing that could affect both her business and personal life. In a surprising twist, Sharon becomes entangled in the corporate drama in a way no one saw coming. Her calm demeanor masks a growing awareness of the storm ahead, and she may hold a critical piece of information that shifts the balance of power in Genoa City. The walls are closing in, and as July approaches, the stakes soar higher than ever. But the most shocking twist is yet to come. A mysterious figure tied to the Dumas operation resurfaces unexpectedly, setting in motion a chain of events that will leave one major character fighting for their life. Tensions flare, secrets unravel, and alliances are tested in ways that will redefine the landscape of the young and the restless for the weeks ahead. As Genoa City moves into early July, the aftershocks of the Dumas scandal continue to ripple through every family and business. Lily's once stable foundation begins to crumble as she confronts the harsh reality that someone inside her trusted circle may have been working against her all along. Devon, desperate to keep their legacy intact, takes bold action that blurs the line between loyalty and betrayal. His decision will set off a chain reaction that no one can fully control, and the consequences threaten to pit sibling against sibling in a battle neither expected to fight. Meanwhile, Victor takes a commanding stance as he zeroes in on the truth behind the Dumas mystery. Old instincts sharpen as he revisits moves from his past playbook, determined to expose the puppet master pulling the strings. But just as he prepares to make his decisive strike, a sudden betrayal from within the Newman orbit blindsides him, creating a rift that could splinter the family at its core. Nick finds himself in an unenviable position, forced to choose between family unity and the truth that refuses to stay buried. Victoria, reeling from recent revelations, faces an emotional crossroads as Claire's loyalty is tested in the most shocking way yet. A dangerous encounter leaves Claire questioning everything she's been told about her future in Genoa City, and Cole is forced to make a risky move that could either save his family or tear it apart forever. Claire's storyline takes a chilling turn when she receives an anonymous warning hinting that the battle over her identity isn't over. It's just beginning. Elsewhere, Sharon becomes an unexpected player in the corporate war. When a confidential document lands in her hands, she uncovers a plot that connects Dumas to one of Genoa City's most powerful families. Her moral compass pushes her toward the truth, but revealing what she knows could make her a target. Sparks fly when she crosses paths with Adam in the middle of the storm, and their complicated history resurfaces at a moment when neither can afford distractions. Sally, sensing shifting tides, makes a bold business move that could either elevate her company or destroy it overnight. Her decision catches Adam off guard, sparking a heated clash between personal and professional ambitions. Meanwhile, Chelsea's return to the canvas adds another layer of emotional complexity as she finds herself drawn into the Newman-Chancellor power struggle in an unexpected way. The deadliest twist looms closer as a mysterious figure tied to the Dumas operation makes a daring play to silence key witnesses. One character's life will hang in the balance, and a shocking attack will leave the entire town reeling. Loyalties are tested, shocking alliances form, and the balance of power in Genoa City teeters on a knife's edge.